Hi guys, so today I thought I'd do a what's in my bag tag. I've got quite a few bags which I use regularly. It just depends on what I'm wearing and where I'm going, but I thought today I'd do a what's in my coffin bag tag because this is the one I've been using the most recently just because it's slightly bigger than my other ones. So this bag was from eBay. It wasn't from a particular shop and I can't really see a brand or anything on it, but it cost me about £25. I can't really remember, it was quite long ago. But there are loads of like similar sort of versions on there. So the bag is sort of a pleather material. It just has a zip which goes over the top. And the actual pattern on the front is a cross, and then behind it it has a netting which looks like a spider web. I do prefer bags which go over my shoulder, not ones which I just carry. So I got one with two straps just so I could sort of wear it kind of like a backpack, I guess. And then the zip goes all the way down the side, so it kind of opens up a bit like I guess how a coffin would. So the first item in there is a purse. It's not really that interesting. I got it from a charity shop. It cost me £3 and it just does its job. It's just a purse. The next item on my bag is my phone. So it's got this really cute case on it. It's a hard plastic case and it has a black cat and some bats at the top. So I have just bought a new case off of Etsy. I don't know if you can tell, but I have chipped the corner off of this case. It's nothing to do with the actual brand or seller of the case or the quality. It's just because I am so clumsy and I drop my phone so frequently that it just started to wear and then it chipped off. And it has actually started to chip the metal around the outside of my phone. So I have just bought another case for it. I have an empty packet of Sensations. The next thing in my bag is a hairbrush. I have used this brand of hairbrush for a very long time. My sister introduced it to me and I ended up stealing her one. And since then I have bought quite a few more because I find it very helpful to have one in the bag, one in your shower, one on the side, one in your makeup bag. The bottom of this brush is a rubber material which ensures that your hair doesn't go static when you brush it, and then the actual, I don't know what these are called, teeth or spikes, they're again sort of a plasticky material and they're sort of tapered so that they don't actually rip your hair out. It's very good for untangling knots. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the make of this brush. I think it's Denman. It's D-E-N-M-A-N. I will leave a link down below to the website for them, and you can get them from Boots, and I think you can get them from Lloyd's Pharmacy as well. So these brushes are around sort of like £12. I'm not really sure how expensive that is in the hairbrush world, but it's definitely worth it and it's a good long-term investment. I then have a little pocket watch in my bag. I'm not really entirely sure why this is in there because I normally use my phone to tell the time. But this was a necklace which I got off of Dresslink. I think it cost me about £1 and I absolutely love it. It's not silver, which is why I don't really wear it that frequently. I do just kind of keep it around if I do need to tell the time and I guess my phone isn't on me. So the front of this pocket watch is a rib cage and then the back has a flowery pattern. I do know on Dresslink this sort of flowery pattern is kind of like the base for all of their sort of necklace pocket watches, and then the front changes. I did get this about a year and a half ago, so I'm not really sure if they still stock it. If they do, I will leave a link below. So you just push down the bottom and it flicks open, and then inside you have the watch. The make of the watch, it says, is quartz. I'm not sure how much I believe that, just because it was so cheap. Then on the other hand, it hasn't stopped telling the time since I got it. The only thing is I haven't yet worked out a way to take the actual clock out if it did run out of battery, to replace the batteries, but it was so cheap that I think it would probably be cheaper just to buy another one of these necklaces than it would be to just buy the battery itself. The next thing which I have in my bag is Bepanthenum. This is a nappy rash cream, which we have in the UK. Not sure if they have it abroad as well. I basically just use it for moisturising my tattoos when they've just been freshly done. I have, well, a month ago I had a bat tattooed on my ankle, and this is just a really handy thing to carry around if you know it gets a little bit itchy or the skin starts to get tight. So I have a couple of these lying around now, and this one is obviously almost gone, but I just have it in my bag for if I need it while I'm out. The next item in my bag is something which I wouldn't normally carry around. I took this bag to college the other day. I have actually officially finished college now, but the teachers in the photography department were nice enough to let me go and experiment with this set of plates which I got. So in a local shopping town to where I live, there is an antique shop which is always full of really interesting things. I found this on a back shelf. I did actually do a photography A-level, so photography is a subject which really does interest me, and I would sort of possibly want to do something along those lines in the future. So I'll just show you the lid of the box. So inside it has developer plates, which I'm not sure how much knowledge you have on the history of photography, but originally, much like how film cameras have negatives, these film negatives were originally done on plates. There was various ways in which photography developed, and this was just one of the stepping stones that it took to get to where we are now. So I'm not going to show you all of the plates which I have in here. I have actually gone into the darkroom and actually turned these negatives into positives, and I've got some great results. I am planning to do sort of not a room tour but a room wall tour, because I am just redecorating my room at the moment. So I will be framing some of the positives I got from these negatives, and I will show you the results of those then. So these are really hard to actually show you just because of the nature of the glass, but they are negatives. So I am a massive sucker for anything which is kind of old and from different periods in history. I'm really interested in sort of Victorian, Edwardian kind of styles and the way of life. I've had quite a few people look at this, and I've done a little bit of research online, and just from the outfits which the people in these negatives are wearing, it does suggest that they were taken around the Edwardian times. I am planning to do a bit more research on these and possibly sort of turn it more into sort of a personal project, and just try and find out the history behind these negatives. So I have done a little bit of work into finding out some history behind these, and I have come to the conclusion that they are of the same family. The same woman keeps popping up. The same man is in a couple of them. There's portraits, there's working pictures, there's pictures of them doing like daily activities like reading, and it just looks a little bit like this was kind of the box that the family had, just of their photos. From the outfits that they're wearing and sort of the way they are sat and positioned within the portraits, it does also suggest that they are from a family of wealth, which would suggest that the photographer may have kind of been their family photographer. So they would have taken, the same photographer would have taken all of the pictures for the family. I am going to make a video about these because I do think they're very interesting. I do absolutely love them, and I think that there are going to be people out there who also are going to find this as interesting as I do. Then finally in my bag I have a cat. Okay, right. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe or like, or leave any comments or questions below if you have any. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been doing my exams at college. They are now done, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Happy birthday, Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye.